We're recording live.
You can't leave the cookies in the street.
It's 5:45. We'll open the public hearing for Tuesday, May 26, 2026. Paige, roll call.
Rothschild.
Here.
Kennett.
Here.
Swanson.
Here.
Barnhart.
Here.
Chavez. James.
Yes.
Samowski.
Yes.
Arnold.
Here.
Okay, we have a quorum. Item number 2.1 would be a public hearing application from Kid Cause maker of the locomotive for a Class D liquor license, increasing the allowable Class D licenses from 4 to 5 in the city liquor code. Motion by Rothschild,
Second.
second by Arnold. Roll call.
Arnold.
Yes.
Samowski.
Yes.
James.
Yes.
Barnhart.
Yes.
Swanson.
Yes.
Kennett.
Yes.
Rothschild.
Okay, we are now open.
It may have been in the packet, so my apologies, but what are they planning on selling? Like a wine bar?
This license would allow any kind of liquor, so I think that, I don't want to speak for them, but I think they're targeting selling beer in there and maybe some liquor as well. Making some specialty type
Aren't they open
drinks.
only during the day? They close at like noon, don't they?
Yes, they have a full lunch menu though, so they're open into the afternoon now. They've expanded that, and I believe he plans on staying open a little bit later with the expansion of the back patio into the afternoon hours. So.
I mean, if you stayed open longer, I could see it, but if you're only there till 2 in the afternoon.
Mimosas. You know, I went to meet it. I did mimosas, but I went to a pancake house in Rock Island, and everybody around me was ordering drinks at 11 in the morning. So, I mean, it's not unreasonable for, yeah. Anyway, no, that's cool. I was just curious.
Okay, at this time, I'd entertain a motion to move and close the public hearing.
Motion to close the public hearing.
Motion by Arnold,
Second.
second by Swanson. Roll call.
Rothschild.
Yes.
Kennett.
Yes.
Swanson.
Yes.
Barnhart.
Yes.
James.
Yes.
Samowski.
Yes.
Arnold.
Yes.
Okay, the public hearing is now closed. It's 6 o'clock. We'll call to order the committee of the whole meeting for Tuesday, May 2026. And Bob James is going to lead us in prayer.
Let's pray. Dear Lord, we just come to you tonight. Always seems like we're always asking for the same thing, but Lord, and that's wisdom. And Lord, we're on the heels of yesterday, Lord, may we just be full of gratitude tonight. Memorial Day is a special, special time for this country and for the people that fight for us. And Lord, we're just thankful for that. But Lord, tonight, just give us what we stand in need of, not necessarily our wants, and give us the wisdom and the power to make decisions and make them wisely. And Lord, again, we just ask that you watch over us and guide us in all that we say and do. In Jesus' name, amen.
If we could all stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Page roll call.
Rothschild.
Here.
Kennett.
Here.
Swanson.
Here.
Barnhart.
Here.
Chavez. James.
Here.
Samowski. Here. Arnold.
Here.
Okay, we have a quorum. Next on the agenda would be public comments related to agenda items. City ordinance allows members of the public to speak and give input up to 3 minutes. During public comment, there can be no debate or action by the city council at this time. Ann, Linda, anyone? Okay, Ben, there's nobody in the lobby? Okay, moving on to mayor's comments. Tonight, I would like to recognize another local business for 80 years of service to the Geneseo area. Tonight, it is my distinct honor to recognize the cornerstone of the Geneseo community. 80 years ago, in the spring of 1946, a young George Pinks decided to enter the transportation business. Despite his father's advice to stay out of it, George was told that if he insisted on doing it, he should buy buses because the kids always have to get to school. George did exactly that, founding Pink's Bus Service on April 18, 1946. By 1948, the fleet had grown, and a generation-spanning partnership with our local school district was born. When George passed away in 1982, his daughter Beth Carton, who grew up in the business painting bus wheels as a young girl, stepped up to keep her father's legacy alive. Today, Beth serves as owner and president. Alongside her dedicated leadership team of Sue Keegan and Nikki Smith, as well as an incredible roster of loyal drivers, they keep Geneseo moving safely every single day. To give you an idea of the scope of their dedication, of Pink's currently operates 29 daily routes across 260 square miles, safely transporting 1,750 student riders. Over the course of a year, their drivers log approximately 450,000 miles, ensuring our children make it safely to their classrooms, athletic events, and scholastic competitions. Throughout winter storms, hot afternoons, and unprecedented challenges of the pandemic, Pink's has never wavered in its commitment to the safety and well-being of our youth. Because of this extraordinary eight-decade legacy of safety, service, and community and partnership, I have the privilege of recognizing them tonight. I call upon all citizens to join me in thanking Beth, Sue, Nikki, and the entire Pink's team for being the heartbeat of our daily journey and an essential cornerstone of the community. Declared May 26, 2026 as Pink's Bus Service Appreciation Day in Geneseo. And no one's here. They were invited though. So we'll make sure we got
They
to,
show up.
yeah, we do have a plaque, certificate of recognition. So that's all I have for mayor's comments, city council comments. Any members of the council?
Well, I would just like to thank the city for a great program yesterday, and from the flags to everything, it was just wonderful, and the city staff to get it all together like that. That was great. And the junior high school band kicked butt. Those kids are awesome, and I feel that this city is should feel lucky that we have music programs when music programs are being stopped by so many school districts across the state. Luckily, ours is growing strong. Thank you.
Greg?
Yeah, I just want to make a comment that I know we talked last time about this whole train thing, and I was talking to some of my neighbors and stuff about it in my ward. I think they'd just like to come to a decision. Either the train, I mean, it's been going on and on and on forever. And if they want the train to come in, great, let the train come in. But I think we should come up with something that's an alternative in case it doesn't, and put something to them to let them know, we'd like to have it, but are we waiting forever for it? They asked, the question they asked, is there something we can do differently with the property? And I'm like, well, I don't really know. I'm not in that part, but I'll bring that up. So they wanted me to bring that up tonight. So.
Okay. Thank you. Anyone else?
I have something. I've had some complaints on kids and bicycles, especially on the sidewalks. Electric bikes on the sidewalks, regular bikes on the sidewalks. And I don't know, but when I was a kid, you couldn't do that. I don't know. Do we have that ordinance?
Yeah, I mean, I know there's been a significant enforcement in the electric bike situation recently. I know the PD is working on that hard. We can definitely share the concern over the regular bikes too, though.
Yeah, because I've seen it a lot here lately, and it's, the only time I ever ride one on is if I have to get out of the traffic to avoid getting run over.
Okay. Anybody else from council? Okay, Brandon, city administrator comments.
Yeah, first I'll just echo what Martin said and also add, a big thanks to the Isle of Flags organization, the VFW and the VFW auxiliary unit for all they did yesterday in the park. I'm going to turn over the rest of my time to Linda Vanderleest with the Henry County Humane Society, who, as everyone knows, the Humane Society is a very key partner to the city in the care of our animals in Geneseo. And they have a couple things coming up that Linda would like to talk about real quick. Yeah. Make sure you turn that mic on there.
When you say real quick, you want to qualify that? First of all, Mayor, Mr. Price, Alderwoman, and men, I am grateful for the time tonight to share an event that's coming up on June 6th for the Humane Society. As most of you know, the Humane Society is supported solely by donations and fundraising events. And on June 6th, uptown and front of Raylands and in the Central Park Pavilion, we're going to have something that's called Tails and Nails. And I did bring a couple flyers. And what Tails and Nails is going to be is a fundraiser. It's going to start in Kewanee at Weebler's. And we're going to take a trip through Hendron County. I was sharing with Brandon earlier that when we put this together, we tried to design a fundraising event that everybody could participate in. So if you have a motorized vehicle, you can participate in this. And so we thought it would be an easy launch to be able to get participation, but our numbers that have signed up in advance for an event that is less than 2 weeks out is pretty minimal. And so Brandon gave me the opportunity tonight to share this with you. This is the QR code is here. I thought it was a pretty lively poster, and I hope it will be enough to attract some attention from people. And then as you can see here, we have a very generous community, as you were talking about earlier, just when you look at Isle of Flags and our celebration that we had this last weekend. So these are the sponsors that have stepped forward already to provide baskets for what is going to be at 5 o'clock, a bags tournament. So we're trying to make it a full day event downtown to draw people from our community as well as other communities here to support the shelter. We are also doing the rally in conjunction with the shelter in Kewanee. We thought it was good partnership. They help us out there to get things started. We help them here to get it finished up. And so this would be the QR code for the rally. And these, like I said, are donors that already have put forward basket items. And we've started to put those together. And when we do the bags tournament is where the baskets will be. So I'd open the floor to anybody that had any questions. And, I greatly appreciate some time tonight.
Okay.
What kind of items are you looking for?
Anything that we put in a basket. We're targeting putting approximate value of $100. We feel like that is something that will people can easily purchase tickets for. You don't have to overprice tickets for large $250, $500 baskets, those types of things. And so anything that you want to put together, we have other items. We've been given several gift cards. It's nice to take a gift card and have, say for instance, a gift card from Trackside Liquors to put a bottle of wine with it. So honestly, Paula, we'll take anything we can get, and we're grateful for that.
Linda, also, I know across the street there, my granddaughter's been having lemonade stand.
Yeah.
All of it goes to the
Mhm.
Humane Society. Yesterday, they got $80,
Oh,
which I
cool.
thought was pretty good for
Yep.
a little glass of it. So I guess I encourage anybody that when you're out and you see these kids waving banners or waving something about getting some lemonade or for the Humane Society,
Mhm.
please stop and give them a little bit.
And if you can't support our event on the 6th, on the 16th, we will be having the ice cream social up in the city park. And on the 27th, we're going to have a pickleball tournament. So
Oh, nice.
we are trying to capture every opportunity we have to raise money for the shelter.
Super. Excellent.
Yep, thank you very much. Can
I would like to
do
add
this?
real quick, as volunteers, what you guys do out there is amazing. It's not easy work, taking care of, cleaning up after animals, tending to them when they're sick. Every pet I've ever owned, except for one, has come out of that shelter. 2 of them are currently in my house, and one was because I let my daughter volunteer out there for a little bit, but she fell in love with it. But you guys do a tremendous job out there, and the love and care you give to those pets or those animals is unbelievable. And you guys, sometimes I feel what you guys do out there goes unnoticed, but you guys just, it's amazing, and you guys are just great for the community. So I want to appreciate how well you guys do out there.
Sure. And if I may have just about
Of
30 more
course.
seconds. When I came on board and started doing some research, I don't know how many people know that our budget is $250,000 a year. $250,000. That's what we either have to get grants or we have to get additional funding to do that. That's not just once a year, once every 2 years. That's every single solitary year since I've been on the board. And to Kent's note too, we can use volunteers. We're getting a little bit stressed with the board, trying to carry a lot of the responsibilities because volunteerism is just down. And you don't have to volunteer every night of the week. All we simply do is ask for 2 hours a month, and you will change the life of a cat or a dog. And if we can really use some help, dog walkers too, if you're interested. So thank you again. I appreciate it, Mayor.
You bet. Thank you. Brandon, anything else? Okay, moving on to the agenda, item number 8 under administration, 8.1 would be R-26-13, the Henry and Stark County Hazard Mitigation Plan.
Okay, we have Ricky Newcomb here from Bi-State who's going to present on this plan that they helped put together.
Hi. Yes, the Henry and Stark Hazard Mitigation Plan has been long in the running. It's the first time the 2 counties have been combined together in one hazard mitigation plan because the county OEM, the Office of Emergency Management, services both counties now. I think they also do Mercer by this point as well. But the hazard mitigation plan is a requirement by FEMA to gain non-emergency funding for mitigation projects. It's also extremely useful to kind of justify grant applications for other funding opportunities outside of FEMA opportunities, because sometimes those FEMA opportunities might not be as applicable to certain jurisdictions, but it shows kind of like some forethought and planning and, you know, justification for a project when you're applying for grants for certain projects. This plan doesn't require the city to do anything at all. It's mostly kind of aspirational, but you know, the city can also add or eliminate things pertaining just to the city itself by a amendment passed by the council during the 5 years that the plan is in effect for. So the plan will have a 5-year period. This was created through a multi-jurisdictional grant led by Henry County Office of Emergency Management, planning grant for bi-state and for our kind of co-council of governments that covers Stark County to create this plan. And, it's really just for the benefit of the city overall in describing the hazards, the different probabilities of different natural hazards and vulnerabilities specific to different cities. About across the board in Henry County, the most severe hazards tend to be severe storms and severe winter weather. It's kind of at the end of the presentation if you want to go towards there. But so we have severe storms and severe winter weather. Tornadoes are also kind of up there, but tornadoes really, in terms of probability of a tornado hitting a particular place, it varies quite a bit. Geneseo certainly within the past, within memory, has seen some tornado threats, though, certainly enough. And I would say also extreme heat is also a major hazard that faces most of the jurisdictions within the county. Extreme heat tends to be the thing that we see the most injuries from. We don't see many injuries or deaths from any of the natural hazards throughout the 2 counties that are examined in this plan, but extreme heat tends to be a pretty top one because people overexert themselves outside and don't realize it or don't have access to air conditioning and other cooling and such. So kind of cooling centers and such would be a mitigation effort for that. There is a mitigation actions list towards the end of the plan that describes each community's, including Geneseo's, ideas for mitigating some of these hazards. Again, those really aren't things that you're telling FEMA we must do. They're really things that we're just telling FEMA or, maybe plan that you would like to possibly explore, and those can be added to. We'll see here with flooding on the slide here, some of the Green River near Geneseo. We have an examination of flood stages and the historic crest at that water gauge point. So we really get into that level of detail with each natural hazard. And again, we're really just looking at natural hazards here, not man-made hazards like hazardous materials and things like that, or derailments, things like that. This also isn't an emergency response plan. This is really meant to inform activity before anything actually happens, right? So it's not a response plan. Instead, it's a mitigation plan. So for before, and you'll see there on the slide that just went past regarding the more recent tornado around Kelowna and Geneseo and Atkinson. And I do see that there is a typo leaving off the O in Geneseo in there, but it was a EF2 tornado, so that's pretty severe. But so we dig into that level of detail. We have this overall table of all the communities and jurisdictions and kind of the threats they have. Most of them are pretty similar. Some of the ones have higher flood threat because they have greater floodplain, and some of them have higher, well, the unincorporated counties have higher drought threat because more of the county relies on farmland. And this is one page of 3 of Geneseo's mitigation actions. You know, it describes kind of the goals in the plan, the hazards that it's addressing, and the category of mitigation action, which falls, mitigation actions can be anything from public information and awareness to physical infrastructure projects. So they vary quite greatly. Cost benefit is based purely on what it would look like to the jurisdiction itself. So something that has a low cost, high benefit for Geneseo might be very different for something that has a low cost, high benefit for Kelowna, for example. So it depends very greatly upon different jurisdictions, capacities. So are there any questions? We are asking for adoption of this plan. 10 of the 21 jurisdictions covered in this plan so far have adopted it, with several others on the upcoming agendas. So including both counties. And so we are asking eventually for adoption at this plan at a council meeting.
This is really cool, and it's good information, and I'm glad that someone's, are thinking about it. I'm just kind of curious because you mentioned in there the Geneseo Creek, and you may or may not be aware, but we did a pretty big study a year or so ago on what would take. Does this help us with our case with the retention idea, having or making a difference, you think? I mean, I love the idea of just how do we combine these things together to say you've identified that as a risk. I just don't know if that would bolster our case at all.
I think potentially if we were to get the ultimate blessing of the Corps of Engineers, the DNR, and the other government agencies that are reviewing the initial study, I guess, potentially.
Yeah, it's another document and study that we could include if we move forward with something like that. Yeah.
And we can check the list of mitigation actions and see if there's, I'll talk a bit more with Brandon about this issue, but check to see if there's a project addressing that, or and we can include that either before council passes, add that in, or it can be added by amendment if kind of a project hasn't really been identified yet. So
I'll make a motion to recommend approval of R 2613 to the city council meeting.
Second.
Motion by Barnhart, second by Arnold. Roll call.
Rothschild,
Yes.
Kennett,
Yes.
Swanson,
Yes.
Bernhardt,
Yes.
James,
Yes.
Samowski,
Yes.
Arnold.
Yes.
Okay, motion carries. Thank you. 8.2 under administration would be the Route 6 TIF redevelopment zone drainage improvements.
Okay, so council knows we have a TIF district in the Route 6 commercial district. We haven't had any projects in this district other than the Freedom Barricade RDA since the start. The TIF does expire in year 2030. We have significant funding in this TIF account in this redevelopment zone. What this is a project. We have stormwater that pools, and the area we're talking about here is the backside of Hodgson's auto body and bordering the Freedom Barricade parking lot in that part of the district. There you go. Eric's got it pulled up. We've seen, because of the grade of the area and some developments that were done decades ago, we see significant pooling in that area. With the development of Freedom Barricade and potential planned building addition, as well as some talk about future development on the south end of the Freedom Barricade property along Dillenbeck Drive, we'd be adding a lot more impervious surfaces and rooftops there. So with all of that discussion, we wanted to talk about using some of the Route 6 TIF funds to work on the drainage issues in the area. And so we've worked with Hutchinson Engineering on this one. Rick's worked directly with them. I've been in some of those meetings as well to come up with a proposal and look at what we could do to resolve this drainage issue and now benefit multiple businesses in the district and use those funds, which if we don't use them, they do expire and we give them back to all the other taxing bodies if we don't do some projects and improve the area by 2030. So Rick, I'll let you take it from there. And we did talk to Hutchinson about this project. As the council knows, our goal this year is to expand our engineering relationships. And this is a smaller project that we're proposing to do that.
I don't really have a whole lot more to add, other than just kind of explaining the history of the area. There's not much for storm sewer in this area when this addition was planned years ago. And so kind of where the issue is coming in behind Van Epdorp Electric and the Hotson's Auto Body is Route 6 is about 6 foot lower than Dillenbeck Drive and back. So when Hotson's and Van Epdorp's were probably some of the first businesses built there, they built level with Route 6. And then when the storage buildings on Dillenbeck came in, they kind of built level with Dillenbeck. So when they level each other out, there's a big 3 foot step off now behind that. And all the water is running to that one particular area and just getting trapped there. So this is just a way that Hutchinson's and us have been looked at, trying to put in some manholes and get that water moved out of there. They have any questions for us? Hutchinson's are here, so
Hey, Rick,
yes, sir.
to the east of where the barricade company is, you got the sheds. But between that and Danny Boy's, there's a
Retention.
retention.
Yeah.
Where does that water go?
That water it's held there and then it's released to the front ditch. But it collects that water there and has a holding place and then released at a controlled 100-year flood rate or something. It's like a 10-inch outlet goes to the ditch. So not all of it's just going straight to the ditch. It goes there, holds, and then is released. Yeah. Yeah.
All right, thank
And that
you.
was put in when Peels added that
Right.
lot to the east there years ago.
All right, thank you.
Yep.
Motion to recommend approval to the city council meeting, the proposal from Hutchinson's Engineering for a not to exceed amount of $25,500 for engineering services for the Route 6 TIF drainage improvements.
Motion by Arnold,
Second.
second by Swanson. Roll call.
Arnold,
Yes.
Samowski,
Yes.
James.
Yes.
Barnhart,
Yes.
Swanson,
Yes.
Kennett,
Yes.
Rothschild.
Yes.
Okay, motion carries. Before we get to 8.3, I see we have the folks from Pink's Bus Service with us now. Boy, I read some really nice words. Congratulations on your 80 years of service to the community. But at this time, Beth, if you'd like to come forward, I got a certificate here from the city. Paige, you gonna take a photo?
Yeah, they told us June the 6th, otherwise we would have been here on time.
We're never late. We're never early, never late.
If there's anything you'd like to say to the council, feel free, but.
I just want to thank the Geneseo community and the school district for all our association for the last 80 years. And it was my father's dream and I just took off with it. So thank you very much. Thank you.
Okay, back to administration. 8.3 would be O-26-11, an increase in the number of permitted Class D liquor licenses.
So as we did in the public hearing, the Kid Cosmaker of Locomotive Coffee has applied for a Class D liquor license for his business at 126 East First. To do this, the council would need to take action on this ordinance, which would increase the number of allowable Class D liquor licenses from 4 to 5. And then the liquor commissioner, the mayor could consider his application for an approval of an additional license.
You know, I am overall in favor of this. I still think we should discuss, I know we have to come to city council to increase the number. I still think as a city council, we should discuss if someone's applying. And, you know, again, Mayor, I trust your judgment entirely, but it just feels like if a new business is applying for a license, even if one's available, we should talk about that at a council meeting and not just be, even if it's an advisory vote. Because we ultimately have to answer to our citizens when they say, why did you guys approve this, blah, blah, blah. We don't know anything about it. But again, I think this is a good one. I just personally would love us, you know, speaking of the motel, I wish that would have come to council for us to vote on instead of us just approving it because there's a city. Yeah, there's a liquor store in the hotel.
Well, yep.
So anyway,
The hotel situation did not, that wasn't without plenty of investigation into the matter.
Sure.
I'm gonna assure you that.
I'm just, yeah.
And I mean, no, I think the pulse would be, we might all share a similar assessment of that, the appropriateness of that. But at the end of the day, things are legal within the letter of the law and the ordinance too. And
Yeah, the control the council at large has is the availability of licenses. So that's why we don't make extras available for people to come get. We increase them one by one as we need to.
But is there a harm in saying we have an agenda item to advise the mayor on if we think that a open slot should be given to a business instead of it just being up to the mayor to make the decision? I mean, why not ask the council for their opinion?
But it's kind of what we're doing now.
That's what
right?
we're doing. We're telling you. Who
We've
the
had other
applicant-
cases where there was an open slot. We gave the business a
Oh, you're
liquor
saying if
license.
there
And
is
I'm
a
just saying in
license.
general, I totally get this one.
I got you.
I'm just saying in general, if there is an open slot,
there's an
I
available
personally would
slot.
like the mayor to come to council and say, we have a new application. What do you guys think? Instead of it just being solely on the mayor to make a decision on giving a business a license if there is a slot. Not outside of this whole thing, but
What,
I'm just saying today it's the mayor's decision. If we have a slot, who gets a liquor license?
well, but
I'm just saying that it'd be nice if the city council was asked to say, we have a business applying for one. What do you all think?
But if they're applying and they meet the criteria and it's available, I don't know on what grounds we would deny.
Oh, fair enough.
You know, I'm not, I'm just, am I wrong on that, Derek, or?
No, you're absolutely right. That's the liquor licenses are the reason we do this. And the reason if one is surrendered, we recommend that you take the number down so that there just isn't one sitting out there available, is so that there is some more information about what is being applied for. But while you have discretion as to the number, it's very difficult for you to discriminate among people that are otherwise licensed to do business in the state of Illinois, eligible for a state license, to say, no, I don't like flying, I don't like this person, I want this person. You need to you're running into constitutionally protected classes probably. So that's why we control the number and not the particular applicants. The liquor commissioner has the ability to do some of that. Particularly in a non-home rule community, you're kind of limited to the things like, the right criminal background check, the right security, that you're not holding offices in other things like being an active police officer, things like that. So the state liquor code provides that kind of review and what's available as actual criteria. And I would say that without proper training, it's dangerous. So I don't recommend it. B, I don't think you have the power to do it. Your license control is over number.
No, that's a perfect explanation, Dirk. I appreciate that. That's a beautiful explanation. I just didn't know how to answer when people complained to me about it.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't know. We didn't come to us. So that's a brilliant explanation.
Well,
Thank you.
yeah. So if the elevator speech, the talking point, if you will, is that once again, although we're a charter community, we're a non-home rule community, the state liquor code and our powers are somewhat limited as a council. We control the number, and we do. We only, we don't have one readily available. And when people surrender a license, we take action to reduce it. So we do as much control as we're allowed.
So are we adding one or we,
Yes, you would need to add one to make it available for.
okay,
discussion.
I was unclear if we already had one available and somebody's
No.
grabbing it or whatever. Okay. All right.
I did have a lot of questions about the hotel too, and I didn't even know about it either. So, I mean, I understand what you're saying. That's what you're talking about.
So how does this qualify from any other coffee shops applying? Because that's what this is, isn't it? Is it pretty much just a,
He has a full menu. It's a restaurant license.
motion, let's see where we're at. Motion to recommend approval of 02611 to the special city council meeting.
Second.
Motion by Arnold, second by James. Roll call.
Rothschild,
Yes.
Kennett,
Yes.
Swanson,
Yes.
Barnhart.
Yes.
James.
Yes.
Samowski,
Yes.
Arnold.
No.
Okay, motion carries. 8.4 under administration would be O-26-12, the development agreement with JF Edwards Construction Expansion.
This is the last big step for the council in the JF Edwards TIF redevelopment zone project. This is a development agreement that for a number of weeks, we've been working with Ansel Glink and JF's attorneys to structure out, making sure we're defining everything that will work for both parties. I've laid out a summary of the key provisions in the agenda cover sheet for you guys. I won't sit here and read through every single thing, but I can assure you that Ansel Glink has been actively involved, as their attorneys have been very involved as well. I will say we have lined out some terms about how they have not, their corporation parent company has not approved phase 2 yet. So we spelled out very clearly that the city does not have to execute the second part of our phase, which is the north-south run of sanitary sewer, unless they fully committee and bond out the work for their phase 2. We are requiring bonds for the city's work. So if they were to default on the project, not complete one of the phases, we could collect on that bond if they didn't follow through on what's committed in each phase. So that's all been worked on diligently and spelled out. And this is really the last big step for the council. And then we'll go right into approving. They're ready to go, I think, at this point with their building permit for the $4 million phase 1 development on Ford Road. And the city is actively working on our engineering on the sanitary extension down Ford Road.
Motion to recommend approval of 02612 to the special city council meeting.
Motion by Arnold,
Second.
second by Rothschild. Roll call.
Arnold,
Yes.
Samowski,
Yes.
James.
Yes.
Barnhart.
Yes.
Swanson,
Yes.
Kennett,
Yes.
Rothschild.
Yes.
Okay, motion carries. 8.5 under administration would be a pedestrian bridge update.
Yeah, I don't have a lot for you tonight. We talked about this. Lauren presented on it pretty extensively in the last meeting. We said we would touch on it again tonight. The summary here is the mayor and I met with Lauren, excuse me, last Thursday on a couple of different projects. The bridge was one of them. As Lauren talked about in the last meeting, the DNR has required this pedestrian bridge to be at a quote, no rise situation, which means taking it completely out of the floodway if we were to do it. As he discussed, that means a redesign by IMEG. They've done that. Comes up 6 feet. It has some ramps because of the grade changes and elevation changes, some concrete ramps to get you there that have to be graded out so they're ADA compliant. Where we're at right now is IMEG has submitted that modified plan to DNR. We're this far along, we're going to see if they will at least approve that modified redesign, which we anticipate they will because it's what they have asked us to do. So I'm hoping by the next meeting, we'll be back here and we can talk about, what this means from a funding perspective. We know we discussed, this increase in design. The probable construction cost has gone up by $130,000. So those are some big discussions to have if we have some more grant availability or, what we want to do. We want to be realistic with you guys with the numbers, but we want to check that box that DNR says, absolutely, if you can move forward, but it's got to be like this. And then we can talk about movement forward from there. Unless you
Nope.
have anything additional.
Do we know what the difference in cost is, the additional? I know it's concrete, so it fluctuates. But going up 6 feet, if they would have gone up 6 feet to begin with and put that in, just to take it completely out of the floodplain area,
Well, it's more than that because with the raise in elevation to meet ADA, so now the sidewalk makes us like weave back and forth, so we're at the proper compliance. So I mean, there's a much larger ramp and structure that's gonna be built. So, I mean, simply raising the bridge, right, you could have done, but then that creates all kinds of ADA approach that the sidewalk's gotta weave back and forth to get up there.
yeah, once again, I'll note, they should have known this when they designed this bridge.
Well, maybe if you could get better guidance from Springfield on what they actually want from a person. So, I mean, the original design resembles the bridge that's just downstream by 300 yards. Seemed like a reasonable place to start. I mean, in hindsight, it's very frustrating to me that that bridge can be there, but now we have to have one that's 6 feet higher out of the ground. But again, Springfield. So, okay, next on the agenda, item number 9 would be the payment of city and utility bills.
One is Water Solutions Unlimited. I don't know what that is. It's being coded to the sewer.
Go ahead, Eric.
All right, it's WSU hypofluorinate. Nobody.
Yeah, so unfortunately Chad's on vacation this week, so I'm gonna have to research that and get back to you on that one with them. How much is it?
WSU hypofluorinate. Water Solutions Unlimited.
Sounds like a chemical.
Yeah.
8,300? Okay.
But I was kind of.
It might be a
It's being
disinfectant.
coded to the sewer. There's that. Then, I even paid to bring it. But I understand because there was a lot of things. Here we go. And some plumbing. I'm assuming it's all for this TIF district with JFF and all that stuff that you had to bring.
Yeah, and then on the other side is, sorry, on the other side is Marine Riggs, and she's, you know, negotiating hard for her clients, so.
Okay, we got another one. BHMG Engineers Sustainability Study. 30.
Yeah,
That's the capital project.
that was part of capital
Yeah.
plan. We authorized that.
We get the first payment of that study.
Which I've forgotten is
Yes.
going towards.
The electric utility. The comprehensive study, the last one was done in 96.
Oh.
Was that correct, Eric?
You mean those guys that like were in Canada? Those people that did
No,
that
that's Waterworks.
presentation?
No.
Waterworth.
Yeah.
The planning study is taking a look at the electric utility and our infrastructure as a whole, how we purchase power.
Oh, yes,
How the age of our infrastructure.
right.
Where
I
should we
remember.
invest?
Kind of giving
Yeah.
us the roadmap for the next 5, 10, 15 years to put us in a position
Okay.
for the future.
I had it confused with the ones from Canada.
When's that supposed to be done, just out of curiosity?
Hopefully we'll have it done before budget. Kind of give us an
Any nuclear in there?
idea.
Think. Oh, no, I got another one. I think you guys book, I'm pretty sure, the Ford Explorer.
Please.
Yeah, please.
Yeah.
I think it was booked twice. You got it in twice, $48,053.
They got 2 trucks.
They have it on 2 different invoices, but you didn't buy 2, did you?
Ben, do you know?
I didn't think so. I think it's that new one. It was for $48,053. It's booked twice. To Sutton Ford.
I'll look into that with Casey. Unfortunately, he's tied up in another meeting.
Okay. I think that's it.
Motion to pay the bills as presented.
Motion by Arnold,
Second.
second by Kenneth, roll call.
Rothschild.
Yes.
Kenneth.
Yes.
Swanson.
Yes.
Barnhart. James.
Yes.
Samowski.
Yes.
Arnold.
Yes.
Okay, motion carries. Item number 10 would be public comments related to all their items. City ordinance allows members of the public to speak and give input up to 3 minutes during public comment. There can be no debate or action by the city council at this time. Anyone would like to come forward? Just please state your name when you come forward. Yep.
Good evening. My name is Brandon Goodrich. This evening, I come to you in this meeting in a calmer headspace that I was in yesterday. After visiting the War Memorial on 5/25, only to find that patriotism ended at 5 o'clock, meaning the flags were down. City hours or volunteers, that can be explained away. But what was unacceptable is the state that my wife and I found the memorials in, with debris and overgrowth everywhere. After I centered myself and returned home, I proceeded to return minutes later with my own personal equipment and spent 30 minutes of my holiday clearing the memorial. As a tax-paying citizen of Geneseo, given the constant increase of taxes put on us compared to surrounding areas, we should have plenty of resources allocated to making sure our public areas are clean for this event. As an Operation Enduring Freedom veteran, I feel you owe the veteran community and their families an apology for how this holiday or site was handled. Once you handle this transaction, you can create an itemized and public document compensating us, and I actually do have one. Once these amounts have been calculated and approved by the city of Geneseo, you could then write and present a check to the local VFW as an apology to show faith that this will not happen again. Given the exorbitant cost that we, the people, pay to reside in this community, we should be setting the standard, not the example of how not to handle a federal holiday dedicated to veterans.
Thank you.
No knowledge, which side is this?
Do you have any photos or anything? Because,
Yes, I do. They were actually posted on the Geneseo website.
okay.
I pulled weeds, I edged, and I spent 30 minutes of my own time as a veteran on Memorial Day blowing off twigs, leaves,
And
everything.
This was in the circle area along State
Right
Street?
there uptown where all those gigantic stones are placed.
So I was there looking for my dad's flag. I'm not saying you're wrong. I did not notice it to be in that disarray, so. Yeah.
So is it down by the Memorial Stone?
You don't know where it's at?
On
I'm
this,
trying to figure out, there's.
the State Street
Well,
side.
fir-
Oh, right here, okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Because we were just off the pedestrian bridge, so I'm thinking down.
The downtown park. You invited people from the surrounding communities and our community to visit this and pay homage.
Yeah.
And yet you couldn't get a state street employee to just come out with a weed whacker.
No, there's no shortage of workers. We'll take a look at your photographs and make sure they're dealt with.
And once again, I've actually calculated out the cost. Actually, it takes the average, I want to take the average street department worker for a half hour of work. The price of gas per mileage from my house to the downtown, which by the actual US IRS is calculated at 0.72 miles or 0.72 cents per mile for travel by 4 because I had to come back and forth twice. The cost of my equipment and the battery charging and by the current surrounding area is $50 a day. I would like to see the city in remorse round that up to the nearest tenth of a dollar. So if it was $91 or $100 and donate that directly to the local VFW, which I am a member of. And also, I want the itemized receipt publicized.
Thank you.
Please and thank you.
Anyone else? Ann, nothing? No? Okay, without any other public comment, I'd entertain a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
Motion by Arnold, Second by Rothschild. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. We're adjourned. Yeah. Yep. Won't take long. Oh. It's not loading for me. You got anything? Oh. Hit refresh. Oh, here we go. Okay, at this time, we'll call to order the special city council meeting for Tuesday, May 26th. It is now 6:49 PM. Page roll call.
Rothschilds,
Here.
Kennett,
Here.
Swanson,
Here.
Barnhart,
Here.
Chavez, James,
Here.
Samowski,
Here.
Arnold.
Here.
Okay, we have a quorum. Item number 2 would be public comments related to agenda items. City ordinance allows members of the public to speak and give input up to 3 minutes. During public comment, there can be no debate or action by the city council at this time. Yep, there looks like the Republic's leaving. Item number 3. See you later. Item number 3, under administration, 3.1 would be O-26-11, an increase in the number of permitted D liquor licenses.
Motion to approve O-2611.
Motion by Arnold,
Second.
second by Swanson. Roll call.
Rothschilds,
Yes.
Kennett,
Yes.
Swanson.
Yes.
Barnhart,
Yes.
James.
Yes.
Samowski,
Yes.
Arnold.
No.
Okay, motion carries. Item number 3.2 under administration would be O-26-12, the development agreement with JF Edwards Construction Expansion.
Motion to approve O-2612.
Motion by Arnold,
Second.
second by James. Roll call.
Arnold,
Yes.
Samowski,
Yes.
James.
Yes.
Barnhart,
Yes.
Swanson,
Yes.
Kennett,
Yes.
Rothschilds.
Yes.
Okay, motion carries. Item number 4 would be adjournment.
Motion to adjourn.
Motion by Arnold,
Second.
second by Swanson. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. We're adjourned.
Paul.